Okay, so we've beeswaxed the entire two boots here. They're nice and shiny. They've got that rubbery feel to them. And sometimes you get asked, like, well, okay, so what if the dye didn't perfectly evenly coat them out? You know what? These are, as I would tell my cadets in training, what kind of boots are they? They're riding boots. They were meant for riding horses and kicking ass. They weren't patent leather. They shouldn't be perfectly even. So any little distress differences in colors in the leather or where things happen, it just adds character, in my opinion, to the boot and just makes them that much more yours. So we've got to that point now. We've got the beeswax all over them. And now the next step is going to be simply to go over the polish now. Everybody always asks, what's the recipe? Personally, for a lot of the troops that I taught, I literally made it up on the spot, not gonna lie. It's like painting with watercolors. The boots are brown, and I will emphasize this, they are high browns, not high blacks. I know people like them dark, but they shouldn't be so dark that they look black. But I myself just pretty much use 95% dark brown and just a little bit of mahogany. Makes it that much easier to match everything. It really depends. If you like the cherry red, obviously use more mahogany. If you like them more brown, use more brown. Usually about a 3-to-1 ratio. So if you want more of the mahogany look, use 3 times as much mahogany to brown. And if you want it the other way, use 3 times as much brown. So for every 9 coats of brown, add 3 coats of mahogany, or vice versa. And if you want something down the middle, then just use it 50-50. It really comes down to your own personal choice of what you want for color on your boots, and it's easier to remember the ratio so that you can match the other pieces of leather than to try to go for 3 of this and 4 of that and 2 of this and 1 of that. Don't use oxblood unless you want your boots to look like Wonder Woman. That was the color from way back when. And Cordovan will darken your boots, but be cautious with Cordovan. It's more like polishing with black paint. Your boots will get darker, but as they get darker, you start to lose a lot of the characteristics of the leather, which is what I like to see, is the different shades and colors and cracks and all those details. It's good to have a few coats because it darkens up the seams and it fills in the creases and makes them pop. But if you use too much, it can take away from all of that. So anyway, stay tuned for the polishing.